From Central Indiana's #1 news source, this is Fox 59 Tonight.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us here on Fox 59 Tonight on our new Fox 59 Now Smart TV app. We appreciate you downloading it. Make sure that you also go over to YouTube and hit the subscribe button if that's where you're watching. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you download the Smart TV app. You can find it on Apple TV, Roku TV, and on your Fire TV. We're here every night at 8 o'clock talking about what's happening in and around Indianapolis. On today's show, we're going to talk about some good being done here in the community. You know, college is expensive. We all know that. I'm still recovering. We've talked about student loans and how those are now about to start being collected, and it all adds up. And as a college student, you need your books. You need your laptop. You need so many things just to get through college. All of that comes at a cost. We're going to introduce you to a local organization that is helping to make that easier by giving away $20,000 in scholarships here in just a moment. But we'll also find out all the things that the ladies of Chi Omega here in Indianapolis are doing with their chapter year-round. They've hosted all kinds of things, including the vice president when she came here last year here in Indianapolis as one of their own. But representing the local chapter, Rochelle Lavelle is in our studio here this evening. Rochelle, thank you for coming on and telling us about all of the things that Chi Omega chapter is doing.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So you guys are celebrating 20 years as a chapter.
Absolutely. We are celebrating 20 years of sisterhood, service, and scholarship here in the Indianapolis community this year. We are a chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, and we were chartered in 2005. So, yes, this makes our 20-year anniversary.
This is people know you as I would say as the classy chapter, the ladies who wear the pink and green and the pearls. But a sorority is much more than that. Most of them are. Some of them could be just superficial, I suppose. But I know the local AKA chapters do a lot. And over that 20 years, much of what you guys do is community service. Tell us about what you guys do that people don't see.
Yeah, we do a lot. To your point, we really strive to do outreach in the community, to serve the community, and do our best to uplift the community. Under our international initiatives, one of them is empower our families. And so that means going out into the community, supporting families through one of our key or signature initiatives called CHIP. Where we pack up weekend lunches or weekend food supplies for kids that are in need. So that's one of our big initiatives that we do. We've been doing that for the past 3 years to make sure kids have food when they go home. We know there are food deserts around the city, or children just don't have access to meals over the weekend, and so we want to make sure that they have what they need to be able to be have the nutrition they need for the weekend. We also do outreach in the community. We have food boxes around Indianapolis area, one being in Hallville, one being on the east side, where we fill those food boxes for families and individuals who may be homeless or just need food to survive. And so we definitely keep those food boxes filled. And then one of our other signature programs that we do here in the city is called our Pearls program, and it just wrapped. And that is where we mentor sixth, seventh, and eighth grade young girls here in the city and get them ready for college, right? The earlier you get started, the better prepared you'll be. And so that is something that we like to showcase in the community to really just show young girls their intellect, empower them to make sure that they are on the right track to succeed in life.
Tell me about first joining a sorority. A lot of people do it in college, and I know that's always something that you want to see more ladies join. But it's also something that you can do post college as well. So I know a lot of people think, first of all, my wife wanted to be an AKA and was not picked, so that is like a sore subject. However, I'm always like, but there are post grad chapters that you can that you can join, right?
Absolutely. So we are a graduate chapter. We have two types of chapters in our sorority. We have undergraduate chapters that are at the college level, and then we have graduate chapters, which is what Chi Chi Omega is. And so at the graduate level, it is by invitation only. And so when we do think about women joining our organization, we think about their character, their resourcefulness, and who they are and how they represent in the community. And so that is definitely something that we look at when we are thinking about welcoming in new members.
So when you think about, let's go to the college level, because
Yeah.
it's funny that I didn't even remember this. My sister is graduating from IU here soon,
Okay.
and she is considering joining, pledging to be an AKA. And then, but there's always, as you try to figure out which sorority do I belong to,
Mhm.
what makes an AKA? Like, what do you look for, and how, if you're going to guide somebody to say, which sorority do I want to be a part of? Why AKA?
Yeah, so within the African American community, we have an organization called the Divine Nine organization, and that includes all of the African American sororities and fraternities. And all of them are founded on the key principle of being service in the community and all about just uplifting our community, right? I think when it comes to Alpha Kappa Alpha, I think we look for your character. Do you have a strong character? Are you representative of a lady, a woman in society? Are you educated? Are you willing to be an advocate for others in the community? And so we look for women who can stand on their own. We look for women who are about service, and we look for women who really just want to do the work right in the community to uplift our community.
Um, when you, what would you say what sets you apart from, you've got the deltas, and the list goes on. Uh, of course, it's easiest for me to know everybody apart by their colors. But what truly sets you apart? And I don't know if this is against divine nine rules to say that a chapter is better than the other, but I mean, you got several choices. Why, if that's what you're looking for, how does it, if you're a prospective student and you're wanting to pledge, how do you sell the AKA chapter?
So I don't think we sell AKA one.
Hmm.
I think on the college campus, it's a little bit different,
Hmm.
right? And I'm far removed. I'm over 27 years in the sorority, and I was initiated at Tall Chapter at Indiana University, and so
Hmm.
the times are very different than they are now. But what I would say is that Alpha Kappa Alpha is the first. Uh, Black Greek letter sorority
Hmm.
amongst the Divine Nine. And so that is a lot of responsibility to be the first
Hmm.
in that way. And so I think we don't rest on our laurels. We don't take it for granted. And we always are wanting to do the work in the community from even, from our roots, right? Why we started
Hmm.
to create a safe place for Black women to be able to, be educated, to be able to rely on each other, to build this sisterhood amongst each other. And so I think all of the sororities follow that same kind of theme when it talks about, or that same mission of their organizations. But for me, Alpha Kappa Alpha is special is because I'm a legacy. So my
Hmm.
mother was a woman of Alpha Kappa Alpha. And growing up around those women, it just showed me that there is so much more that we can do. They were always in the community. They were always celebrating each other and also celebrating other people in the community. And so that is something that is really important to me to make sure that I am being of service here in the city of Indianapolis.
You have a big gala coming up here,
We
right?
do, we do. We're excited about it. We're very excited.
That'll be a chance for people to see some of the work that you all do and celebrate. Like you said, 20 years of doing this. One of the ways that you are celebrating is by continuing to give more.
Yeah.
$20,000, as I understand it, you ladies are awarding out to students. And is it, break it down for me, because I know
Yeah.
there's also a Chromebook somewhere in
Sure.
there.
Sure. So, for our 20-year anniversary, we obviously want to celebrate all the accomplishments of our chapter here in the city. But most importantly, we want to make sure that we give back and make the most impact in the city. And so, for our 20-year, we thought, what better way than to raise $20,000 to give back to 20 students here in the Indianapolis community? We know in the form of a $1,000 scholarship. So, a portion of that money will be to fund a Chromebook for them, and then the rest will be served as a book award for them. We all know the cost of education has gone up, especially at the collegiate level.
Hmm.
And so it's important for us to make sure that students who are graduating seniors this year are off to a good start. That can pay for your books for your first semester, right? Or any unexpected costs that you may incur your freshman year that you may not know about. Students always want to, stock their room with food or make sure that they have all their supplies or things that just come up on your freshman year that you need to be prepared for. And so we're hoping that this $1,000 will help them just make it better for them and make it easier for them to adjust to college life.
Um, how do you find who's going to get these scholarships? And if this is what you're doing next year, obviously, I'm assuming you have everybody picked out. And if you don't, let me know. But what about next year?
Yeah, so we have partnered with our wonderful foundation, Emerging Pearls Foundation. The chairman is Natisa Woodard, and so we work with our foundation to grant these scholarships through that non-for-profit organization. One of the things that we partner with Emerging Pearls Foundation on is the HBCU college tour. We've been doing that for the past 3 years, and so we take students to HBCUs to give them an opportunity to explore college life, to be in a space amongst people that look like them and at the higher level of education. And so we've been doing that again for 3 years now. And so we thought it would be most beneficial to do this scholarship for those students that have been a part of these HBCU tours with us and are graduating seniors and who have shown exemplary academic success throughout their high school education. And so we have selected those 20 students, and so they are being awarded at our actual gala or celebration on the 17th.
Now, I would invite people to the gala on the 17th, but it's all sold out.
It is sold out, and I can't say that I'm shocked, that it's sold out, but I'm happy about it being sold out, right? It's a wonderful time that you can sell out, especially in these times of uncertainty. We have over 350 people that are coming to this event to be a part of our celebration and be a part of this great movement to impact 20 students, and so we're really excited about that.
That is it's a fundraiser. That is a time that's where you kind of get to see the fruits. But the tickets itself is also that you're selling is part of the front fundraiser. Although you are sold out, I'm sure there's a way that people can still donate.
Absolutely, absolutely. We do post on our social media. So Chi Omega Chapter, also Emerging Pearls Foundation. We have posted links out to the event itself. So when you go out to the link that you would have went out to purchase a ticket, there's a sponsorship opportunity there to click to donate, and you can continue to donate to our organization. Again, I mentioned the Pearls program, but we have other programs where we do community outreach. Coming up this summer, we have Arts, Culture, and Appetizer, where we give an opportunity for Black or minority businesses to come and be vendors at this event so that they can sell their goods and artwork. So there's always things that we are doing to make sure that we are giving back to the community.
If people want to um, find out how do I line up for next year's scholarship? How do you do that?
So I will say transparently, this is, as of right now, a one-time
One time. Okay. I'm
scholarship.
speaking it into
Now, I know,
existence.
I know that a lot of folks are. A lot of folks are. We have gotten a lot of the community to rally behind this, right? Because we have been able to get sponsorships for each of these $1,000 scholarships. So a lot of people have gotten behind it because they know the importance of education. They know the financial strain it can put on families, especially for first-time, students or college students in a family. And so people have really rallied behind it, which makes it really exciting. And so it may be something that we can put on our radar for next year, but we do have also other scholarships that our foundation gives out to support college students, non-traditional college students, and so forth. So,
Well, $20,000, and if you're giving it away, so it's going to be 20 people getting $1,000.
20 graduating high school students for 2025 that will attend a college in the fall. Yes,
And again, that is no small piece of money. 20,000 or $1,000, that can set you up for a lot of things
absolutely.
that you may need going into college, because it is expensive. Um, Rochelle, thank you for one. This is a good way to celebrate. You could have
Yes,
done it anyway. Y'all could have kept that $20,000 and done something else with it. But I'm still recovering
yeah.
from college, and my church bought me a laptop that I just stopped
Oh,
using,
wow.
and it got me through college and into my first job and all that. I that laptop lasted me like 15 years, and laptops are supposed to last like 7.
Yeah, or less nowadays,
Or
right?
less. So I say that knowing, like, I would not take, and I don't think people will take, getting a Chromebook or a $1,000 scholarship for granted, because that the money comes and goes, but what you do with it can last for some time. So
Absolutely.
we appreciate you coming on. Thank you so
Well,
much.
thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely. And we'll see everybody on the 17th there at the gala, of which I will be the MC. Honored to
Yes.
do that. Before we go, I got to ask you a total random question. You mentioned that you were a legacy AKA member
Yes.
because your mother was in it. Is it a violation of a rule if you would have joined a different sorority? I've always wondered that.
I don't know if I would have been welcomed home. No, my
Oh,
mom would.
I think y'all would have had to talk about that.
But, it was never a question. It was never any other option for me. Again, I think the women of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority just give off a spark, a sparkle that is very attractive in the way of bringing people in and really just uplifting them and creating this sisterhood that really is powerful.
I've never met an AKA that I didn't like. Rochelle, thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, more of Fox 59 tonight is coming your way. We'll be right back after this.